What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Belligerence. Like, comment, share, and or subscribe. I haven't even cleared the other cards really yet, so hang on. Okay, so yeah, in the previous reading I was talking about some war crimes. So I'm gonna tell you, at first I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw. So basically there was somebody who was on detail patrol, right? It was a soldier, right? He was on detail patrol. I can't say it was reconnaissance. It was more like you know, he was just doing he was supposed to just be watching his people or whatever, you know, just certain, you know, he had a ranged rifle though. He's a marksman, a quote unquote marksman. It was supposed to be a marksman, but I did see that he had a marksman based rifle, a 308, and it had a scope on it. It kind of reminded me of a 458 SOCOM kind of vibe. That's the kind of vibe that I got from it. It wasn't an M1 Garand. It wasn't a for those of you who know, it wasn't like that. It was shaped like a SOCOM, like a 458. That's the vibe that I'm got. But it had like a scope on it, you know. It definitely kind of like, yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I got. It was semi-automatic, I believe. Maybe had like about 5 rounds to it. I don't believe I saw a bolt action on it. So it's kind of, that's why, you know, it was the way it was. But I did see him, I guess, doing, it wasn't even a mission. It was just a boy. It was a little boy. It was a boy, a civilian in the field. And whoever this person was, I seen him scoping in on this person that was innocent. And he took down somebody who was innocent. That wasn't a combatant. This person was not a, this young person, I want to say it was a kid. They was a non-combatant. And this person zoomed in and they held that position for a while. I don't even know if they got authorization to take this kid out. Because this kid had to be like about 13. Not even 13. He had to be like about 8, 9. 9 to 13 years old. Something about bigotry. He was a bigot towards this child for some reason. And he thought it was funny. But he did take the shot and he took this child out. I had just did a reading where it was said something about somebody who was abusing their power towards you. I did get the word soldier that came up. Soldier, computer hacker, game developer. So this could have been somebody who was in the Air Force. This could have been somebody who did Air Force or Marines. I'm not too much seeing Army. But it could possibly be an Army as well, depending on what job they were governed to do. So I'm going to be reading on that today. So let's see what happened with this war crime. This 9 of Cups out here right off the back. 6 of Pentacles. The Fool card, yeah. 8 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. The World card in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 3 of Swords out here. This person took out an innocent child, somebody who was innocent. This was an innocent boy. From what I'm seeing, they did, whoever around them did get into them or ripped into them for what they did. But when this person left the military, they tried to say there was something wrong with his head, PTSD, to avoid getting court-martialed for this takedown. But essentially, when this person did it, he thought it was funny. This is somebody who thought it was funny. When they went to get court-martialed, decommissioned off that mission or that operation or whatever it was, they noticed the smirk in this person's face and they knew something was up. At least they tried to say something was up with this person. But there was 9 other people who decommissioned this person. I don't know if he took a bet that he would do something like that, but it kind of gave me the vibe with the 6 of Pentacles, the Fool card in reverse here. It kind of gave me the vibe that he took some kind of payout after he did that. He played stupid. He played like he was dumb, or he dressed the situation up. Whoever this person was, they dressed the situation up. And this is the person that has been coming after you. This person has a fake PTSD prognosis. It's a fake PTSD in order to help them keep their military status and their military what is that? Not military status, but their finances with the military. They're trying to avoid going war crimes. This is a war crime. This person thought it was funny. To this day, this person probably still think it's funny. And it kind of gave me the vibe of what somebody was saying, too young to die. That's the vibe that I'm getting with this child, too young to die. This person took out a child in the middle of a war, too young to die. Too young to die. 8 of Cups. So after he did this, after this person did this, I'm guessing he was a part of some kind of organization to help him get out of it. With the 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups out here. Yeah, he probably was a Mason. Dad knew somebody. That kind of vibe. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here. This person was a part of an institution or some kind of, either that or this person's group. Whatever group that this person was with vouched for him. Maybe they vouched that they saw this person, this kid, or they vouched that they didn't see too much, or that they had limited information surrounding this incident. And they blocked it from getting around the world, this execution that they did, that this person did. They blocked the news from getting out. Yeah. Got the 10 of Wands out here. 10 of Pentacles out here. This child didn't have too much. This child already didn't have much. This was a child that was in poverty. This was a child that was already living in poverty. So it's almost like this person was bored, was on, detail, and was bored one day and was like, I bet you I could hit this person, or I bet you I could take this out. I bet you I can. I bet you. And aimed at that, because it doesn't give me the vibe that this person was like a sniper. You know what I'm saying? It just give me the vibe that this person would just want to test out their weapon. Is the vibe that I'm getting here. Because the weapon wasn't suppressed. It was not suppressed. There was little to any, if there was any ghillie around, if there was any ghillie or anything like that, it wasn't necessarily present. It's almost like this person just pretty much just picked this innocent child out of a group. Not even really a group. And pulled the trigger. Dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. Yeah. That's the whole reason why this person tried to cover it up. Like I told you, they knew if they had got court-martialed, they was going to lose everything. Everything. And this person has the wealth that they have right now as a result of this war crime not being reported. And the group that was with them not saying anything. Not being a real American. And taking ownership for what they did. I can hear him taking a deep breath. You know what? Sometimes I just love to hear this person breathe, because I can hear him, right? This person gets so upset and they get so angry and they just want to just grab people by the, something about grabbing people by the neck and just holding people like that. Something like that. Something about holding people underwater. That kind of vibe. Something like that. Dark side of wealth, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. Yeah. This person, to forget what they did, they overindulge and they party a lot to try to keep from remembering what they did. Yeah. When they're alone, people gossip about what this person did. They talk about it. But when this person has a tendency to isolate themselves from the rest of the people too, because they know what they did. They know. And this is the person why they're trying to find, and basically it kind of give me that vibe that they're trying to find a way to, well, I ain't gonna say all that. I do got the three of swords out here where they're trying to like heal themselves from it and try to make it right and all this, but there's no making that right. It ain't gonna make it right, because on top of that, this is the person that have been coming against you and trying to abuse their power towards you, giving the vibe of Rahab. Remember with Rahab, he abused his power to, you know, pay witches and warlocks and stuff to get that man put out of his vineyard. Had him killed that man, kicked him out of his vineyard, bought it, took over. That's the vibe I get here. This person killed this child. Yeah. Now this person isolates themselves from other people and they party real hard. This person may even do have some kind of demon that's on them, but it's as a result of what they did. You got 5 of Wands out here. This person goes out of their way to compete with other people. This person competes with everybody for everything, believing that they're number one at everything. In reality, it's not true. It's something that you're being told in your head. It's not true. You're not as good as you think you are. There's always a better soldier. There's always a better father. There's always a better husband. There's always a better brother. There's always somebody better than you. And that's something that you fail to accept, because why? You got something on you. And yeah, I hope you do get triggered enough to come see me. If you coming towards me, I'm praying to God that you get. I pray to God you get brolic enough. I'm praying to God you are. You do. I'll be waiting. Conflict, rivalry, disagreement, strife, tension. Now, this person is in a situation where they are fighting with people for no reason. This person will go up to people and start fighting with people for no reason. It's kind of like this person loved chaos and conflict. Ever since the person did this, it changed their whole mentality. 9 of Wands. They're not right in the head. You know, they claim to not be right in the head, but when they did what they did, they was right in the head. They could even shot that child in the head. This was overseas. Pessimism, worry, gearing up for worse. This person knows that it's coming out. It's coming back around. You got the 3 of Wands out here. I mean, 3 of Swords out here. Yeah. Whoever this is, it's like, you know, they're going through a divorce right now. They're going through depression, loss, emotional pain, heartbreak, suffering, grief, sorrow. This person is in a lot of pain, and you deserve it. 2 of Cups here. Yeah. Disharmony, breakups, imbalance. Nobody want to be around this person. Ever since this person did that, they don't want to be around this person, because it's like this person snaps in and out. This person was not battle-worn. They're not battle-worn. They have a spirit on it. I'm going to tell you, a lot of the people that went overseas that I know, they always end up on those military bases. If you know anybody in the military, talk to them about stuff that happens in those military bases. A lot of them are haunted. A lot of them, the women sleep with each other. Men getting caught with each other. Men sleep. It's a lot of stuff that goes on the military bases. And the reason why is because the souls of all the people that was murdered or killed, they have a tendency to bind themselves or latch themselves onto the soldiers who did it and follow them home on that military base. And they run amok in people's houses. Whoever was watching over that boy, whoever was that person's that child's guardian, is on this man. And he cannot forget it. Whoever it says, they cannot forget it. 7 of Wands out here. I mean, 7 of Pentacles in reverse and Knight of Swords out here. This person only sees 2 things, success and reward. Something about self-gratification. And with that being said, a part of that self-gratification had come from doing stuff towards you. Because I guess this person was trying to make it like their therapy, where it's like, I can do this to this person spiritually and satisfy this need that I have without doing it to the people around me. And that's part of what this war was about. Why this person had been hiring people to do work towards you and stuff like that. Because they can't do it to the people at home. They can't do it to the person, their kids. They might do it to the kids. They might do it to the mom and the dad or whatever. It could even be a woman. They might, but at the end of the day, guess what? They are obsessed with harming other people. They're obsessed with harming other people. This is not a medical prognosis that they could get off of them. It ain't that. This is definitely spiritual. There's a force that's of the light that's following this person around and keeping them from experiencing true joy. Yeah. So yeah, that's wild. So we also have what? We have a doctor here, and we have a computer hacker. So show me the computer hacker in their life. Hang on. This computer hacker, I have something special for this computer hacker guy. I have something very special for this one. Only because I wanted to make sure I give as much information as I possibly could. Because it goes back, right back to that same situation where it was like, it went right back to the same situation where it was like a group online. Remember I was telling you about that group that was online? And how they get off on, you know, messing with people and doing all kind of crazy stuff to people. I found my other page. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to do something with my hair again, man. I'm have to do something with it. So yeah, what is this? Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna pull cards and we gonna see what's going on with this hacker. Yeah, cause there's a situation about them being about their childhood and fears and all that other stuff. So I'll do earth, air, fire, and water read, and then I'll tap into their spirit and see what's in their soul. And then we can judge them accordingly, right? Off rip, 5 of Pentacles in reverse here. Whoever this person is, they're already experiencing financial lack and difficulty, and they're trying to recover their finances. So I'm not sure if the hacking game is going so well for them. So let's see what's going on. Now, this is going to be my fire. So let's look at the spiritual aspect of them energy. High Priestess in reverse and the 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this person is bound to a dark worker. They have some secrets and a secret agenda that they've been working on. I like secrets. Let's see what kind of secrets that you got. This person probably has been hacking a lot of people here. Trying one more time, indecision. Yeah, it looked like they tried to hack something and it didn't work. But they've been hacking people to keep people silent or suppress people is basically the vibe I'm getting here. You got the Magician card out here and you got the 5 of Swords out here. Yeah, this is the person that's been helping that other person. Okay, so let's say if they were both in the, let's say one is in the Air Force or one works with surveillance or information technology, basically, right? So you got the Marine who lost his you know, his mind, or quote unquote lost his mind. But this person right here, this person hires this person to get dirt on people. Confidential information and dirt on people. Research people, look people up. And then when they want to manipulate somebody, they use information that they know about people in order to manipulate them. Yeah, turn people against each other. Wow. So that's the secret, huh? There's other secrets here. I'm going to tap into the hacker secrets, though, because I want to see what's up. You tap into files all day. I want to tap into yours. So this is the fire. This is the air. Let's go into the water. See what the emotions are about. You got the 7 of Wands out here in reverse. And you have the Fool card out here. Yeah, this person likes to play dumb. They want to play like they wasn't involved in stuff. That's their MO. They convince themselves that they're not involved in certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. I wasn't there. We're going to find out. I want to see what the current hacker's current projects involve. Reveal it to me. So we're going to tap into his current projects and see what projects that person worked on, what they're working on, and what they're planning to work on next. Okay? So just... You got the Ace of Swords out here in reverse, and you got the Empress out here. This person hacked somebody's information and lied to a woman about somebody. Wow. Why did they? Let me see what happened with that. They lied on that. They lied to somebody. They lied to somebody about something that they found. World card and the Three of Pentacles out here. Why somebody was wow. They lied about something that somebody had like got from a group. I don't know if they're lying about somebody's money or some kind of accolade or some kind of hold on. Something about, they lied about something on their resume. They've been lying about something. There's something on their resume that they've been lying about. And when they did some kind of work, right? Like they had some kind of credentials that they lied about some kind of credentials that they had to a group. And as a result, this group got caught up in something. They worked with a group that got caught up in something. Moon card out here. Yeah. So let's say if this person say, oh yeah, I'm an expert at using, let's say, I don't know, use an OS, Linux, or what is that other, I'll just say Linux. Like, yeah, oh, I know how to use Linux, and I know how to hack and tap into people's whatever. This person went and did something that they did off of Google, off of YouTube or something like that to try to hack somebody's account or something like that. And come to find out the iOS that they were trying to hack was different. They did an update not just right before this person called themselves trying to do something, and then it ended up just being something that was patched. But this person didn't know how to navigate around this patch or whatever it was, and now as a result, it got a whole group under investigation or being looked at. We got the Judgment card in reverse here. Yeah, they was trying to get rid of something. They're trying to take something out of a system, a database for a group, and this person got caught. Whoever this was, they were caught. They was trying to keep from getting caught. They're trying to keep this group from getting caught. This emperor, the person who's behind the whole situation. Yeah. Wow. I'm finna go tap into the rest of it. Okay, let's look at this person's spirit before I continue. You got the Strength card out here, Leo. And you got the Queen of Swords out here, yeah. Whoever this person is, their spirit they could definitely be a fire air sign. Fire air. Something about Queen of Swords and the Strength card out here. Yeah, it's kind of like this person kind of like they normally just release what they find. It's kind of like this. I don't know. It just kind of give me the vibe of somebody who, once they get involved in some kind of project, it's like they're all in, basically. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. But it's like they're detached but all in. Detached but all in. So yes, we got two lives to look at. So hang on. We finna look at this hacker and see what's going on here. And yes, I do need to get that. Where did I put my book? Here it is. Is this the one that I got everything in? Praying to God this is the one I got everything in, so I don't have to go up there and look for this and look for that. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Hang on, just give me a minute here. I'm gonna try and keep it short and sweet like I can. There's a certain spread I'm looking for. That's why I didn't just pull the cards like I normally do. I might have to get that other book. Might have to get the other one. Come on, I know you here. Here we go. I found it. All right. All right. So, first of all, before I go into the shadow work spread, I think I'm gonna do this. Find out what kind of projects are they working on. So in the past, it looks like this person was doing some kind of investigation on a female. This is a rich or prominent female who owns a business. This person did research on them before. But once they some kind of way, this person was successful enough to get this person to pay for their secrets back. But it was supposed to be kept quiet, whatever the secret is. So, in bad faith, let's see what this secret is. Oh, I can feel that person's stomach drop. No, don't do that. Let's see here. 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles, and a Fool card. Something about how this woman got away with this woman, she got away with a man's money. She basically scammed another man out of some money, and this hacker caught it. Whoever this hacker was, they caught it, but she paid him to keep it quiet how she had been robbing and stealing from this King of Pentacles man. Now this King of Pentacles man is broke. Okay, so that's a past project. This person was paid to keep quiet about a man that she broke. Yeah. Basically drove another person into financial ruin. This hacker knew about it, but whoever this was, they was paid to keep quiet about it. Let's see what kind of project they're currently working on. Let's find out. Somebody is pissed. Somebody is pissed. I just feel it. Currently, the hacker is working on a 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords out here, recovering some kind of files, recovering some information. This person is currently working on recovering information from a group, an institution. Could be like it may be a church. This person has been hacking files in a church or on an organization, maybe the same organization that's currently paying them to do work towards you or me. This person has a secret cache, a secret file book that's been storing data and information connected to, got the victims, got victims' names and numbers, tactics that was used, and tactics that was planned to be used. Something about the winter. Something they plan to do in the winter. Yeah. This hacker downloaded a list of everybody that this group victimized. Has a list of it. And not just that, key players who are involved, and manipulation tactics that they did, or how they got it. It might even be some underage pornography too. Yeah, because I'm seeing the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. This has to do with an older man and a younger boy. So this person probably has a video of a young man and an older boy. Yeah. Something about a video. This hacker has it. Whoever it was. You got the Queen of Pentacles out here. And you got 2 of them out here. Yeah. So the baby mama got it too. So I wonder if he hacked the baby mama phone. He was looking at a baby mama phone and found this file. She probably had it on the iCloud. And he saved it. And when he saved it, low key, that's the reason why I don't know if she was trying to She was trying to say that it was she pretty much lied and said that it was the man who was sleeping with the boy. But you got to understand, somebody was operating the camera, and it was her. It was her. She was the one operating the camera. So it wasn't just him. Wow. Queen of Pentacles out here. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse. She was willing to she was going to try to, I don't know if she milked this man for his money using this as blackmail or whatever, but this hacker got a hold of some kind of video involving an older man and a younger boy. Or some kind of pedophilia. Some kind of pedophilia. And then you got the wife out here, or the baby mama, who tried to, like, you know, isolate herself from the whole situation because she's tired of, I guess, quote unquote, act like she's tired of everything that's going on. But in reality, that's not the truth. That ain't the truth. She don't want it to come back to her. That's what it is. So let's see what he plan on working with in the future. So kind of, so what you got going on in the future? What you call yourself trying to future project? Man. Oh. This is a heist or a scam. They could be trying to tap into somebody's banking information institution and rob somebody. They paid somebody to try to get, like, bank account numbers, or to scam somebody with you know, I do the scammers with the fake debit cards and stuff like that. Probably get somebody bank information and try to wire money to an account that is, you know, wild or something like that. Page of Swords out here, 3 of Swords out here, and the Justice card out here, but they're gonna get caught. Whoever this is, they're currently under investigation, and they're in court right now for some fraud that they did. This is fraud. They even told somebody how to do it. They've been running a fraud class, and they've been teaching people how to hack people and do fraudulent stuff. And the Justice card, I don't know if they taught somebody who was in the justice system how to do it, and then it was like, okay, yeah, this is our person right here, because everything that we've been looking for lines up with the way this person was teaching. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. This person probably trying to, yeah, they're in a court system situation right now. New ideas, curiosity, new ways of communicating, restless. Yeah, this person's trying to find another way to get around what they did, and they're probably trying to find another way to do it. Same thing, recovery. That's what that 3 of Swords is, that recovery energy. Usually it's recovering yourself, but it kind of give me the vibe of them trying to recover some money from somebody. Scamming. Yeah, this hacker is doing some scamming shit right now. It might even be trying to blackmail that person. So let's go back to old Mr. Marine Man, right? Or whoever that was, right? Because I still got the administration worker that's out here too. The barista, the counselor, the broadcaster. Yeah, we got quite a few people out here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people so far. Might be more than that. Some of them share the same. Some of them share the same career. Like, there'll be multiple people who are, you know, doing that war stuff. But in terms of the soldier, let's tap into the soldier aspect and see. Let's go deeper, right? Let's see what this person's childhood is like. Look at their childhood. I've been holding off on this read right here for a while, man. Hey, I've been wanting to do this, but now I got the reason to do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let's look at this person's childhood. Knight of Pentacles out here. Yeah, when this person was a kid or whatever, this person's childhood, this is somebody who was consumed with perfectionism. They worked really hard with no reward. They felt like they worked hard with no reward. It's kind of like giving like an earth sign energy, man. Taurus kind of vibe, Aries Taurus energy. This is somebody who was all work and no play. They pretty much didn't have a childhood. Kind of like give me the vibe of somebody who had to work young to take care of everybody else in the family. No self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck. This person felt like nothing that they do was going to amount to anything in life. And technically they're right. Even if you did acquire a lot of stuff in your life, you went and you started doing some other stuff that cost you more than what you was gaining. So anyway, let's see what their home life was like. Home life. 8 of Wands out here, constantly moving around, constant travel. I don't know if this person was a military brat. It's possible that this person is a military brat with the self-discipline out here. You know, self-discipline. See what their mama was like. Mama was a 3 of Cups in reverse here. This is somebody who overindulged, heavy partying, isolation, dependence, alone time, 3s of crowd gossip, indulged, had they, men on the side. This person the mama probably very well could have been like somebody who was loose. Let people do stuff to her for pills. Yeah. Wow. Always high, always drinking, always gossiping. Yeah. If anybody say I talked about them, just know I didn't say no names. And that's who you need to be looking at. Let's see what the daddy was like. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, huh? The dad was like compassionate, comforting, calming, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. That has got to be a crazy situation right there. One parent is really calm and balanced, and the other one is just off the charts. So this person had to be disciplined early in life because they had to take care of their mama. Their mama was overindulgent. That's wild. Sound like somebody I know. So what the siblings was like. You got the Queen of Swords out here in reverse. Siblings were overly emotional, easily influenced, bitter, bitchy, cold-hearted, cruel, bitterness. So this person doesn't get along with their siblings. Their siblings is, dark and demented just like them. Sadistic. Wow. You're a credit to your family, sir. Or ma'am. You got the family you deserve. Oh, wait, it gets worse. It gets worse. There's more cards to pull. So don't get upset yet. Hold on just a minute. Don't get mad yet. Hold on. I'm not done insulting you yet. Get back over here. Finish getting insulted. Finish getting insulted like the rest of us. Okay. Let's see what the kind of upbringing this person had. King of Pentacles in reverse. Greedy, indulgent, material loss. This person didn't have too much when they were growing up. They wasn't taught too much about money. They wasn't taught too much about how money operates. They wasn't like, this is somebody who basically, they grew up poor, broke. Or they had to do things for money. Kind of give me the vibe of somebody who, let's say if they're, one parent would always pay them to do, or, they, in order to get money, they had to, get paid by people to do things they wouldn't ordinarily do to get the money, to get money. So now that they did that, and as a child, everything that this person is doing now is stuff that this person was doing as a child. So if they have been sadistic towards you, they have been doing that since childhood. If they are abusing their power or money to get stuff done to you, that's because people had done that to this person in their life. Everything that's been done to you is stuff that this person had done to them in their life. And they know that's why, basically they're trying to force you to live the life that they had to live, to see if you still hold that light in you after it's all said and done. Somebody was like, oh, well, I had to go through this and that, and this and that, and they're putting you through all this stuff. And when they see that it doesn't faze you, in order to admit that there's something wrong upstairs, like, oh, maybe it's me. No, it can't be me. The situation ain't the same. Let's make it worse. How is it like your life if you're making it worse than what you had growing up? that defeat the purpose of what the agenda is, which means what? What does that mean? It means there's something wrong with you. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. It has something to do with you. You're the mess. You're the problem. But hold on. You're not going to accept that or admit that yet. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, this person's upbringing was not the best, though. This person had to do almost any and everything for money. Why I say for water? Is this like a third world country person? They had to do strange things for water? Wow. You got the Chariot card in reverse up here. Yeah. So Chariot card in reverse has to do with their culture. This person came from a disciplined culture. Okay. This person didn't have any direction growing up. No control. Was angry all the time. Arrogant and careless. This person probably even had a history with the police. Young. Willpower and control. This person had this desire to dominate other people ever since this person was a child. And so therefore it kind of goes back to what my uncle taught me about, and this isn't to be necessarily offensive, but he basically said, you know, most people that end up being police officers are people who were bullied in school. And I'm just like, wait a minute. And then I got to thinking about it. At least in my city where I'm from, I got to thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Yep. That's the vibe that I'm getting, is that this person knows what it's like to be powerless. And thus, this person goes around trying to strip power from other people to make them feel powerful. But if you're weak, that means there's more that you have to do in order to make yourself feel powerful. Why don't you just make yourself stronger? You know what I'm saying? If you make yourself stronger, that's something different. But this person likes to make themselves feel strong at the expense of other people. Yeah. And that's probably where that war crime came from. This person did that because they could. This person took a child's life because they could. It had nothing to do with anything else. It was all the simple fact of they could do it. Let's look at this person's religion. You got the 4 wands out here, right? So basically, growing up, their religion teaches them peace, harmony, joy, home, community, homecoming. Like, this is a good religion here, whatever this is, right? I'm not necessarily sure exactly which religion that would be, but it definitely gives the vibe of, like, not being traditional in the sense of our culture. Kind of gives me the vibe of I want to say, if it came up like you know, the Hierophant, I would think like Catholic Church, Baptist Church, like a church or a synagogue or something natural like that. But just kind of give me the vibe that this person was more into like spirituality or something like that. Some kind of spiritual practice, some kind of spiritual practice. But I guess at the end of the day, this person's religion is harmony, marriage, home, community, homecoming, whatever. Yeah, it just kind of gave me the vibe that this person's religion is based around like possessions in some way, shape, or form. What you have. It's about what you have. At least that's what this person's religion is. Money. What you have. Society. So let's see what society. So in society, this person is the hanged man, right? This person, this person is starting to view things in a different light because they're trying to change and release or whatever. But it also gave me the vibe that this person is trying to change society to their own norms and stuff like that. Because like I say, I don't respect this person. I just don't have no respect for him. I never had respect for this person. I never had respect for this person's family, friends, none of that. Anybody that's affiliated with this person, and if they do see my video, whether it's them attacking you or me or whatever, I just want you to know personally that I don't have any respect for you. That's just me. So, but that's just one person respect. It shouldn't be that important, you know. Whatever. Anyway, you got experiences. So let's see what kind of experiences this person had growing up. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this person experiences has to do with financial independence. So this person knows what it's like to be financially independent. This person basically kind of give me the vibe that they know the value of a dollar, or they had to build themselves up, basically. Being self-sufficient. The only person that they could count on in their life is themselves, basically, is the vibe that I'm getting here. That's the motive here. But yeah, man, I want to look more into this person's military career and see what else this person did. So that's what I'm going to see right now. Was that the only war crime this person committed? Yes. That was the only one that this person committed so far. Okay. All right, on to the next. Let's do administration worker. Or actually, I want to do, yeah, administration worker. So, ancestor spirit guides. So the administration worker, there could have been somebody who works in HR who was giving somebody information about you and about basically they were paid to direct you into a certain position. I mean, they were paid to direct you towards certain geographical locations until the money ran out. So this person was accepting bribes. Secretly accepting bribes to manipulate you to be at a certain place at a certain time for this person. That's wild. Okay. So let's see what the assistant job was to do. The assistant got paid to do. Queen of Pentacles, Justice card, Five of Cups. The assistant was paid to basically wow. They paid this assistant to keep pressure on you, to try to drag you into depression, to try to get you to overthink yourself, to lose your confidence, to you know, get you to be financially careless, conflict, just basically create conflict around your work and your home. The assistant was paid to do that, was paid to bribe people or do the bribes. So this assistant was the one doing the actual bribes so that the other person don't get their hands dirty. Yeah. So what is the karma of this assistant? That's what I want to know. What is this assistant's karma for this? How's the universe going to make this right for us with this assistant? Wow. This person, everything that this person loves is getting ready to be stripped from them. Nobody's going to bring in any kind of assistance or help with this person. Not just this person, but also some kind of, it's like, it kind of gave me the vibe of, could be a man and his son as well. But yeah, somebody blocked their entire heart space with this. That means they're not going to be able to make a certain amount of money, because you know, a lot of times you have to put your you know, life force or your heart into something when you know, do work. And when you work, you know, everything that this person loves is going to be cursed. I wonder if they try to do that to you. Maybe they try to do that to you, but this person is going to experience a heartbreak that's going to cause them to suffer and grief. So they're going to constantly go up and down the stages of grief, is the vibe that I'm getting here. Sorrow, hurt. They're going to go through divorces, losses. Yeah, this is going to start affecting their love life. Love life. Everything that they love is going to be cursed and hexed. That ain't good. So let's see what the barista got going on. Or the waiter. Or the person that works in the restaurant. Let's find out what they got going on. What did they get paid to do? Somebody got paid to put something in your drink. They paid somebody at a restaurant to put something in your food. Yeah. Yeah. They paid somebody at a restaurant to put something in your food. Wow. Yeah. But it didn't, whatever it was, it failed. It was supposed to kill you in your sleep. They paid somebody to put something in your food and feed it to you, but it failed because it was supposed to kill you in your sleep. It's supposed to shut down your circulatory system. Wow. Knight of Swords, Six of Wands, yeah. And this person never got paid for the work that they did. This person is still trying to borrow money. This person had unpaid debts. Wow. It's supposed to fuck up your head so that you couldn't make any money and stuff like that. Or, you know, take you out, basically. This is somebody at a restaurant, man. That's wild. All right, let's go to the carer. With the carer, this could be somebody who is, you know, does adult care. Some kind of care, like take care of people, essentially. So let's see what they got paid to do. We're working our way to you, broadcaster. Don't worry. You're gonna have content today. Hangman. Five of Pentacles. And this is the carer. Person's supposed to take care of you. Wow. That's wild. So the person, okay, this carer, whether it's your carer or not, they was paid basically to they basically was paid to try to keep you stuck and keep you stuck in poverty. They wanted you to overindulge. They got paid to cause you to overindulge and to keep you stuck. So they could have probably even put medication in your food or something like that, or changed your medication, or over medicated somebody, or even just tried to lace somebody food with some kind of pills that they give their the people that they take care of. Yeah, this basically is what this is. The carer supply medical grade drugs to somebody to drug you, to keep you complacent, almost like a tranquilizer, until they could sacrifice you, keep you caught up in your head so that you can't move until you run out of money and overindulge. So yeah, this officer paid them to do that. Oh, I didn't mean to say officer. Maybe it is an officer, because I did hear rumors that there was an officer who was interested in somebody, and what they do is they get their friends involved and try to get them in legal situations and problems, And when they get them in legal problems and situations and stuff like that, go in and act like they saving the day so they can, you know, sleep with the person or get stuff out of them. I heard about that too. I forgot what reader said that. There was a reader that said that, and honestly, I give all her credit, but I can't remember who it was that said that. When I find out, I'm gonna tell you who it was too. You got the Hermit card out here in reverse. You got the Ten of Wands in reverse, and you got the Ten of Swords out here in reverse. They were trying to isolate you too. They want you to overindulge and isolate yourself from everybody else so people wouldn't be able to help you or watch you degrade. But you ended up recovering from this situation. You some kind of way you broke a habit that resisted an inevitable end. Something was surely supposed to overstress you and burn you out. So it's kind of like giving me the vibe of stressing you out so bad until you turn to a alcohol, drug, or something like that, and they lace that alcohol or drug, whatever you go towards, they was gonna try to give you some like medication or some kind of laced something that'll keep you repeating that same behavior over and over and over again, so that they basically trap your mind on what's stressing you out, so that you stress yourself out over every day, over and over and over again, and the only outlet that you would have was to be overindulged so they could bind something to you. That's wild. All these people want to be connected to your energy or my energy, and by the grace of God, I rebuke each and every last one of them, and I don't give them permission to cross that threshold. Okay, counselor. Let's see what the counselor got going on. So let's see what this person convinced the counselor to do. Or paid him, or bribed him to do. Let's see. Sun card. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Basically bribed them to, was paying them big money to clinically diagnose you as being crazy. This person was trying to get get a paper trail on you, so that they paid the doctor to clinically classify you as bipolar, schizophrenic. They basically bribed them to say that something was abnormal about you being optimistic, that you had a mental disorder which causes you to be optimistic. Probably even said that there were certain parts of your brain or something that wasn't working or something like that. They're a lot. You got the King of Swords out here. Yeah. This person abused their authority over this counselor too. Probably even slept with this counselor, whoever this was. It kind of gave me the vibe of somebody in authority. Slept with somebody in authority in order for them to keep you stuck in some kind of way, keep you from moving forward, or convince people to act against you, act against your best interests. Head over heart, discipline, truthful, honest, mental clarity and authority. Yeah, whoever this is like a King of Wands who maybe that's what freed you, is you use your head over your heart. Instead of indulging in your emotions, you piece things together mentally, and then you got through it. But basically somebody was trying to kill off that motivation in you, or probably tried to bribe a doctor to kill that off in you by clinically classifying you as something, to give you a drug to suppress your optimism. Wow, that's wild. There's a whole ring. There's a lot of illegal, illicit drugs that's being used in this situation. Okay, ancestors, reveal to me what the broadcaster influencer got going on. What role did they play in this situation? Okay, let's see. Empress out here, World card in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse here. So basically, the influencer was getting paid to delay you and gossip about you. So they paid an influencer to keep chaos in your life by gossiping about you and keeping almost like a news kind of thing, where they were, I guess, building a platform up about you. Essentially, there's a platform that they created where that was dedicated towards gossiping and talking ill and slandering your name and the things that you do. And that right there, they was maybe even getting your coworkers and friends and stuff like that involved, and talking about certain ideologies and stuff that you have that they don't agree with. And this is basically where this person was getting their content. I ain't gonna put my words in and say, oh, they were twisted. No, I'm not gonna put my words. If it comes out in the cards, then I'm gonna speak it. Yeah, it was to burn you out, overstress you. So basically, this was a manipulation tactic in order to cause you to manipulate yourself or sabotage yourself into following whatever rules or regulations that this person had in store for you. You got the Two of Wands out here, yeah, so that you couldn't plan or you couldn't make decisive plans to move yourself forward or out of certain situation. That you will always be in a situation where you had to choose the lesser of two evils. And you were in survival mode, choosing the lesser of two evils. And that's exactly what this broadcaster was doing. So let's see what this broadcaster, what's up with this broadcaster? Because I'm pretty sure there's something that this broadcaster don't want to come out, and we're going to find out what it is. Spirit guys, what is the secret that the broadcaster don't want people to know that could possibly cost her or him or her influence? Oh, yeah, they don't want me to speak on it. Now I gotta do it. Nine of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. So, so you got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles out here. So what they don't want, what this influencer don't want their followers and other people to know, is that this person was jealous of you in a relationship that you had the whole time. They saw how you fell in love with somebody, even though they were karmic, and they have been working hard to try to break you up from that person because they don't have it in their life. They saw that you gave a equal give and take with somebody who didn't have your best interest at heart. But what they don't know, what they didn't want others to know, is that this person, this person probably even did some dark stuff towards you too, but you balanced it out some kind of way. It's kind of like every time they speak ill on you or speak some kind of darkness or some kind of truth about you to try to wound you or hurt you or do something foul towards you, you find a way to balance it out and keep moving. But the person who was paying them to do the work, the Emperor in reverse, was in this mental imprisonment. Like if it's kind of like if this influencer don't make you feel a certain kind of way in some way, shape, or form, then this man, whoever has been paying them, comes and do it to them. Yeah. This person could possibly be in love with somebody, and that's why they're working so hard. This person could possibly be in love with the person who paid them to do this work, which is why they're working so hard to try to slander your name and disrupt your name and create gossip and stuff like that. I remember one day I was sleeping with somebody, and I heard a man I heard a man slap a girl in the back of the head, and he was upset because I was sleeping with this lady, or I was sleeping with this girl or whatever, right? And that's the vibe that I'm getting here. And she was crying when he hit her, and she was crying. And I'm telling you, I had dreams about this man domestically abusing his wife or his girlfriend all the time. He be beating the crap out of her, man. One day he was beating her up so bad that she was, it was like a big window, right? And it was like a bedroom, and then it was like a window right here. And then there was like a bed, like a little space in between the bed and the wall and then the window. And she was all balled up back there, just like this. And he was standing over her like, it's not funny because domestic violence is not funny. But if you got stuff like that going on at home, I don't think you should be talking about relationships and stuff like that. I don't think you should be gossiping about nobody. And I think the only gossip that you need to be doing is gossiping on how you need to be getting out of that. Because how you being loved is basically how them kids feel like they need to be loved in life too. So if you got a daughter, 9 times out of 10, your daughter go find somebody like the husband who's been beating on you, or the boyfriend has been beating on you. And then you got to watch the cycle happen all over again. But we'll keep that away from you and your influences because you're so anti or pro whatever. This person has been keeping it a secret that, they've been, some about some kind of balance. You've been balancing out all this stuff. All the stuff that they saw that they was gossiping about you is the stuff that they've been using to heal themselves. So basically, let's say this is like, oh, well, you're fat. And you're like, yeah, I know I'm fat, but, I like to eat. And I like this, and I like that, and I like this. Oh, hey, you had these donuts from here? All of a sudden, this person's like, that does sound pretty good. And then they'll go do it. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. All the stuff they criticize you about you, that they don't want people to like about you, is stuff that they're too afraid to like about themselves in life. Or it's kind of like, oh, should we like that? It's like, shut the fuck up and do what the fuck you're gonna do. But either way, this man been on her like 5 to 11, just whooping her butt, man. And she cannot get out of this relationship. Whatever she agreed to, she can't get out of this contract, and she cannot get out of this relationship. Whatever this is. Yeah, domineering, controlling, yeah. So basically, when this person can't get towards you or me or whoever and do the dark stuff that they do to people, when they can't do that, guess who they take it out on? This influencer who has been this influencer that they pay to slander you or keep pressure on you, or just, yeah. You got the 7 of Wands out here, and you got the Page of Cups out here, This person isn't sorry about the conflict that they created in your life either, the challenges and the competitions and stuff in life. So basically, it kind of gave me the vibe of how my father is, where he was like, I didn't know this until, recently, that my dad, he would go around, like, let's say, like, my cousins and stuff like that. He had my cousins and stuff competing against me. I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my best in school because that's what I like to do. I just love school. I just love learning, right? Well, not too long ago, I had a cousin like, your dad used to try to make us compete against you, talking about, oh man, if you was my kid, I wish you was my kid, going around telling my cousins that he wished that they was his kid. That kind of vibe. And I'm just like, go have at it. Let them be your kid then, It don't bother me any, because that part of me that held on to that has died a long time ago. That died a long time ago. Okay, that's all that I got. And more than likely, there will be some kind of retaliation, which I am more than expecting. And if there is any kind of retaliation, guess what? Believe them, because they're right. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. And peace.